Alright guys, let's make a cake. So what you're going to need is a piece of paper, an eraser, pencil, maybe some color utensils. So I have markers, you can also use crayons. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to make a 3-layered cake. So it's going to be kind of like a big tall cake. So we're going to do the first cake, medium cake, and then the large cake. And then we're going to also add a cake stand. So the first thing you want to do is make an oval at the top. Now it's gonna get bigger as we go down, and we also want to leave some space at the top in case we want to add a candle or anything on the top. So we want to make an oval just like that, kind of a skinny-ish oval. Then you're gonna make 2 straight lines down. From here you're going to curve the bottom, so it's gonna be the same as this line here. You're gonna curve the bottom just like that. The next thing you want to do is we're going to make the next layer. So the next layer is going to come from the back of this first cake up here. You're going to make an oval, just like that. And it's okay if our cake's a little lopsided or wonky. We can always fix it if we want to. That's why we are using a pencil first. So we have that. Now, if you need to draw the line that goes around like this, you can, and then just erase it at the end. So then from here, you're gonna repeat this step. You're gonna go down, making 2 vertical lines going down. Then we're gonna do that curved line again. And then we're gonna do the next layer of the cake. So from here, we're gonna start again from here. Make it a little bit larger. And remember, if you need to go through the cake, you can. Need to fix this corner. And then you're gonna make 2 vertical lines going down. I wanna make this one a really large bottom layer, and then we're gonna curve it at the bottom. So it's like a slight curve. You don't wanna make it too crazy big, too much of a like smiley face. So then we have to erase those lines if you drew them. So this is where your big eraser comes in, or you can use the one on the back of your pencil. So from here, I'm gonna fix this layer right here. I'm gonna curve it a little bit more so it looks good. And then I think I'm gonna curve this one too. A little bit more. Okay, so from here we're gonna draw the cake stand. So the cake stand is also gonna look like this, like a cake layer, but it's not gonna be as big. So you're gonna start here. You're gonna go more straight. Pretend you're going to the back of here. Connect it there. Then I want to add like a little scallop line, like that. And then we can add a post. And then we can add one of these on the bottom. Up to you how you want to do your stand. So now it's time to decorate the cake. I'm gonna erase this. So from here, maybe you want to put birthday candles on here. I'm gonna put the number 2. Maybe with the little. You can put whatever number you want, or you don't have to put anything at all. So for each layer, each cake layer, you're gonna be decorating it. So maybe on this one, I want hearts. On this one, I just want just little decorations like this. this one, I want big circles. It is up to you how you want to decorate it. And then maybe I want little sprinkles on the top. So from here, we can take a Sharpie or you can take a black marker to trace it. I just like to trace everything, that way it stands out a little bit nicer whenever we color it. So if you draw a candle, make sure your cake doesn't go through the candle. Close this up. So I'm gonna go ahead and just finish tracing this, and I'm gonna do it in fast motion, that way we can speed it up. Alright guys, I just finished tracing everything. Now you're going to take your big eraser and you're just going to go over your drawing. Now the reason why I have you guys go over it is not so that you can erase the Sharpie, because the Sharpie is not going to be erased. It's all the pencil lines that I forgot to go over, and I'm sure whenever you traced it, you didn't exactly trace over the lines perfectly. It's impossible to trace it perfectly, so you're always going to have these little pencil lines. So I want you to take your eraser and go over your entire drawing. This is going to make your drawing look really nice and clean, like we just drew it in Sharpie and we didn't even need a pencil. So after you do this, now you can use your markers or your crayons to color it. I'm just trying to get all these little pencil marks. I still see some. So I think that's pretty good. Now I'm going to use my markers to color it. I want this to look beautiful. I want this to look nice and awesome. I don't want this to be scrabbled. Also, can I look at my cake? It is huge. I don't want your cake to be this tiny. We want a huge cake. Now, none of these designs have to look like mine. This is just an example. So I want yours to be creative. Make it your own. Maybe you have a different number. Maybe you have different shapes or different patterns or whatever. It just has to be your own. So I'm gonna go in and start coloring. If you have markers and crayons, maybe you use both. I think I like the way markers and crayons look, just to like change it up. But I'm doing this nice and slow so that it looks beautiful. If you just rush through it, it's not gonna have the same look. It's gonna look really messy, and we don't want that. So I'm going slow. Yours comes out. Alright guys, I'm speeding up the video so that you guys can see how it's going. You're basically just coloring all of your shapes in your cake. I'm using markers and crayons, but remember, if all you have is markers or all you have is crayons, that's totally fine. You can use that too. So just make sure your coloring is nice and neat. Can't wait to see how yours turns out.